Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to L3 Television, where we talk about interesting people, interesting things, and all things considered. And right now, we're here at the NABO party, where, as you can see behind me, the scene is just full of people networking, business owners getting their headshots, business owners signing in, and just getting to know about all of the business resources that exist here in Memphis. And so, stay tuned, don't go anywhere. We're going to come back with some interviews for some of the businesses that are here. I have with me right now the president of NABO, Diane Dixon. She is the one responsible for putting on this beautiful party that we have here today that's connecting women business owners from across the greater Memphis area. Thank you for allowing us to be here today and talk to you about your organization.
Thank you, Leslie. I'm very glad to be here today and give you a sense of what NABO does for Memphis and the women in our community.
So can you tell me a little bit about what NABO is, first of all?
NABO is an organization of women business owners, and we provide advocacy and connections for those women and give them a sounding board for their issues that are specifically about women in business.
Can you tell me a little bit about your history?
Now, for me, I am an architect, so I grew up and started my career in a mainly male-dominated, so there weren't a lot of women that I could look to as mentors. So NABO has provided me with women that would both be my advocates, but also those who could look at what I was doing and help guide me through the rough spots and be the support team when things didn't go the way that I had hoped they would. And they have given me a sense of integrity and a purpose that other women would look to me and follow. So it was very important that I provide them with a solid example of good business practices so that I would be successful, but also that I would spawn success in them as well.
And so I can definitely see your passion, especially here at this event today. You've got everything from a women accelerator to a business directory to photo headshots for professional businesses. Can you talk to me a little bit more about some of these things in detail and what else you have to come, or what else we can see from NABO?
Well, NABO takes seriously our strategic plan so that we can be a good business partner for the women that are our membership. And we've made alliances with city officials and also private entities like the Girl Scouts. The Girl Scouts are the first example of young women in an entrepreneurial program. I know a lot of people think it's about cookies, but it's not. It's about young girls learning how to run a business and how to promote themselves, how to build confidence, and then how to manage a budget, because they earn money and that money gets returned to their troop, and all of this makes it possible for them to have special programs. So that's incredibly important. Our other programs have to do with connecting women in this community with partners that are commercial partners, private entities that purchase goods and services, and government entities that purchase goods and services. So what we are is a connection for those women to do business in the entire community.
I love that, a connection. When you think about women, you think about embracement, you think about love, and that's exactly what you're doing. That's exactly the atmosphere and the tone that you've set here tonight. You're welcome. What else can we see moving forward?
Probably one of our biggest things that we're going to do is the Accelerator program, that is a 6-month helping women to scale up their business. No matter where you are in your cycle of growth, you need to know how to grow, when to grow, and what you need in your toolkit to make those things successful. Well, we're going to take 6 months and focus on each different module, which would be finance, business planning, marketing, and tell the women in a workbook style and help them gauge how well they're doing by doing workshops, by holding each other accountable, and again, by networking with businesses that will help them grow and get new business. The other real important initiative is the Women in Business business directory. I know I didn't say that right. the Women's Business Directory. And we hope to capture not only our membership, but other women who are in business that we know are out there that the city and the county people just don't know about yet. So we are going to be there showcasing the talents and the credibility of those women who we already know have businesses that are thriving and that are extremely important to the economic power of this city.
For the women who are, busy or occupied and were unable to make it here today, how can they be a part of this Women's Business Directory as well as your Women Accelerator program?
We are going to mine the list. There are so many lists in Memphis and our community that list different women-owned and minority-owned businesses that we know that we will be able to capture at a good number of them just by going through the list and validating where they are today and making sure that they're accounted for within that number of women business owners that exist within our city. We think there can be as many as 16,000 women business owners in the city, and we want to identify as many of them as we can.
How can I find out more information about anything that NAWBO has coming up, more information about your business directory and your accelerator?
We have many ways to connect with NAWBO. We have a website that is www.nawbomemphis.org. We have a LinkedIn page and we have a Facebook page, and we believe completely in social media to be connected, and we are building our network every day with young women like Leslie and the other young women in Memphis that have come forward in the last few months. It's been very exciting that they're beginning to notice that NAWBO is there for them and they're reaching out to us. We're going to be reaching out to them.
Thank you so much. Right now I have with me one of the NAWBO board members. They serve Gwendolyn Tucker. You serve as a membership chair for NAWBO. Can you talk to me a little bit about your experiences as a board member for NAWBO?
Yes, actually it's been very interesting. It actually has been very empowering. What I really like about being on the board and actually being a board membership chair is that I get an opportunity to interact with all of our members, but also I get a chance to share with members about the benefits of being a member of NAWBO. As you can see, one of the benefits that we offer is a women's directory. So women-owned business directory that we're launching for our members, and actually that's going to help our members be more visible and to get found. We're actually cultivating relationships with partner agencies and companies and organizations who are looking for women-owned businesses. And so our desire is to really help our women and members to grow their businesses. And our mission statement is that we propel women-owned businesses into spheres of economic, social, and political spheres of influence. And so that's what we want to do, is help our member businesses grow. And so the more benefits that we can give to them and provide to them so they can grow, everybody wins. And so I'm very excited about this.
Okay, so everyone puts all their information into your Women's Business Directory. Who do you show it to? Are you soliciting it to someone? Are you showing it to private companies? Can you tell me a little bit about how you take the directory and push the word out about these different businesses?
Actually, yes. We actually have B2C, so we have businesses who sell directly to consumers. We also have businesses who sell to other businesses, corporations, and even businesses that sell to the government. And so our goal is to really establish relationships with everyone who could use our services, or our selection of people who could use our services. So it's corporations, government, as well as employees of those organizations, so that our members can be more visible and what they sell, the products and services that we provide, and solutions and problems that we solve, that they're more aware of what we provide.
Okay, if I wanted to be a part of this, but I was unable to make it to this meeting today, how can I get my information on your business directory? And if I understand that there's like a photo shoot, so like I have to have a picture of myself for this directory, like how does that process go if I'm unable to be here today too?
Actually, they can reach out. You can actually go to NABO Memphis, www.nabomemphis.org, and you can just send it to the membership committee. I will get back with you, and we will share with you how to get in touch with and get your information in the directory. We are increasing our membership. We'd love to have more women-owned businesses for members, and they do need a photo. We have somebody, actually one of our members is an excellent photographer, and so she can just set up an appointment with one of our member businesses to be able to do that, to have a photo and to be able to complete their information for the directory.
So you're starting the B2C already, I see.
Exactly.
Awesome. So we talked about the NABO, we talked about your position, and we talked about the business directory. Can you tell us a little bit about Gwendolyn Tucker and her business venture?
Actually, yes, and thank you very much. I actually run the business that my husband founded. It's called Rick's International, and actually what we do is provide coaching, consulting, and training, and we largely do that with teams and in organizations to help them to be more effective and to get better results. So that's what we do.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Ms. Tucker. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
And I definitely look forward to finding out more information about your business directory as it continues to grow.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Right now, I have with me Nita Black. She is a woman business owner, and she also is one of the longest members here with NABO today. Thank you for joining us today, Nita.
To do it.
Can you tell me a little bit about what it's like to be a member for NABO?
It's very exciting to be around a lot of other women who know much more than I do about doing business. So that helps me just do better. It helps me either strive to do better and to grow, and then sometimes I'm able to help other people.
What's one lesson that you've learned by being a member of NABO?
Well, I think having a good leadership team and a good board and just learning from each other is very important, because there are no perfect people and there are no perfect business owners. So it's really just working as a team and learning how to give and take to make things work.
Right. So you're a business owner. Can you tell me a little bit about your business and anything else that you may have?
Okay, so I am a part owner, or actually I work with Debbie Highlander at Highlander CPA firm. She and I are growing the firm. We're located in Collierville. We are having a lot of fun together. She's all about tax and all about bookkeeping, and I'm all about vision and planning. So a lot of what I've done in the past is a good fit for us to work together.
Wonderful. How long have you been a member for NABO?
Gosh, I guess, well, when I first visited NABO, I was with a large local bank, and Shelley Bauer was the president. And I told myself when I was visiting as a bank officer, I said, I want to be a woman business owner. I want to be like Shelley Bauer. And so a couple of years later, when I left the bank, so that was in 2001, I joined NABO, and they got more and more involved, and it's part of my DNA. So I like working with women and helping them be successful, and then it helps me feel like I'm successful too.
So what I'm hearing from you is NABO kind of inspired the entrepreneurial spirit inside of you.
Yes, they did. So the story goes that Elaine Sanford was the founder of our chapter, and she took the trek to Nashville with a bunch of women, and they blew Nashville off the map. We got our Memphis charter down before Nashville did, and so it's always been a race with Nashville to be bigger and better and stronger. And then, of course, now with Diane and her connections in Nashville, we're working more together to grow both chapters.
So NABO Memphis is a force to reckon with.
Exactly.
Awesome.
It is.
Well, thank you for allowing us to talk to you a little bit about learning about what you do with Highlander Firm, learning about what NABO offered you, and then what you've given to NABO. And it's been a pleasure, and thank you.
Thank you very much.
Right now, I have with me one of the past presidents of NABO, who also serves as the director of the Memphis Office of Resources and Enterprise. Her name is Alandis Dobbins. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
I want to talk to you a little bit about your past experience by serving as the president of NABO, and then also talking about what you do as a director of MORE.
So, president of NABO was one of the most amazing experiences that I ever went through in my professional career. It was at a time when I worked at my own business with my father, and I took that position kicking and screaming. The president who NABO works as a tri-leadership council, and so the existing president, the past president, and the president-elect all work as a council together. And so you're able, as a president-elect, to really learn a lot from the existing president and the president that is in between, leadership skills, how you're able to manage a group of women. And for me, NABO was one of those organizations, as a woman business owner who was in an industry that was not typical for women. I look forward to those monthly meetings because I was around other women who were also in non-traditional roles. And so it was a place of refuge for me. We had inspirational speakers. I was around women who understood what I was going through. And so I couldn't get to those meetings quick enough. So that was a really great time. When I was at NABO, NABO has been in our community now for approximately 20 years. And so we've done amazing things. We've had awards programs. We've morphed into an organization now. During my reign as president, I think we had maybe 75, 80 members, which we grew from 40 to those 80 members. And I mean, it really was a fantastic time. So I really encourage any woman business owner to look at the organization of NABO. They do national conferences every year where you go and meet other dynamic women from all across the country. And so it's one of those things that I highly recommend.
Can you talk to us a little bit about MORE and what they offer?
So current day, MORE is the Memphis Office of Resources and Enterprise. It is an office that was created 4 years ago to help grow minority and women-owned businesses. And so in many ways, this particular organization is one that was almost created for me. I have a passion for women business owners. I have a passion for minority business ownership. I have a passion for Memphis and what we need to do in order to continue to make Memphis great. And entrepreneurship is one of those key pillar foundational things that can allow us to reach our full potential here.
So having worked as a past president for NABO and also serving as the current director for the Memphis Office of Resources and Enterprise, you're like watching your baby grow up. Is there anything that that you found to be like a best moment sitting back as a past president from NABO?
Well, I have to say, you know, you work so hard. It's a volunteer organization, and you do it from the heart because you know it's something that you believe in, and life is really very short. My mother and father were able to come to my last meeting as president, and they gave me lots of gifts and awards, and my father died probably 4 months after that. So that was probably my best moment, to have my mother and father be there. They were so proud of my accomplishments. And we had a room full of business owners, dynamic women, and so I would say that was probably one of the best moments for NABO. And for MORE, the story continues. I mean, we are creating dynamic programs every day, and so it's ongoing right now.
So if there's a message that you can leave with the women in business, what would that message be?
Definitely to believe in yourself, to never, ever, ever doubt your courage, your intentions, your power, and your ability to shine. You have to have that first. Don't ever listen to the people who are telling you what you can't do and what you shouldn't do. You listen to that inner voice that tells you what you can do. And you can break through barriers and influence others along the way.
Right. I love that energy, and I hope that that message carried through with you. Thank you so much for allowing us to interview you today.
Thank you very much.
L3 Media is the Mid-South's premier videography and photography company. We specialize in capturing all of life's greatest moments. Whenever you need talented and professional service for your special events or business, L3 Media is the company for you. You can contact us at all of our social media sites. You can like us on Facebook, check out our website, follow us on Twitter, or always feel free to email us. We are L3 Media, your #1 source for all your videography and photography needs. Give us a call today.
All right, we are here with Memphis' own Big Sue. She's out here at Fred's with us. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am wonderful. Great to be here. Loving this wind. All
right, we got our own wind machine. Sexy thing going on.
I know. Here we blowing everywhere. So I wanted to ask you, just for your fans, people out there that want to know more about you personally. I wanted to ask, how long have you been in radio?
You know what? I almost don't want to answer that because it's been so long, but it has been an incredible journey. Let's say that, okay? It's been a long time.
Long time?
It's been a long time, but a fun time.
All right. And what's your favorite part about your career about having a career as a very popular radio personality? Like, do you like the blogging? Do you like DJing the events, or just being able to connect with your fans? Like, what do you love the most about it?
I love all of it. Like, I love being able to connect with people. I mean, I think that's number one when anybody gets into radio. That's, what they do it for. They do it for the music. Some of the experiences I've been afforded, it's just been absolutely awesome. And I love being out at events today, where I actually get a chance to see people and all of that, and I love it.
All right.
I love all of it. I love the blogging. I love the going through the new music. I love DJing it, every part of it.
That's great. And as you said, you've been in radio for a long time.
Yes.
So,
okay, you want to know? Honestly,
I really do want to know.
You really want to know? Okay. Next year makes the 20th anniversary of my first radio check.
Yes, that's great. And I want to ask, being that you have had such a successful career, where do you see yourself going 5 to 10 years from now, or where would you like for your career to be?
You know what? I work really hard, and I've been really, really blessed in my career. Currently, I'm the program director for V101. I'm the assistant program director for K97. I program, a great station. I'm also the morning show producer of Mike Evans and the early morning team. I do middays on K97. I'm also syndicated every weekend in major cities, including Market 3. So I have been incredibly blessed. And what I see myself doing probably about the next 5 to 10 years is just continuing to build on that. Radio has been really good to me.
All right, and just a fun question. How do people react when they see you in person and they hear your voice? Because I remember the first time I saw you, you were DJing an event, and I was like, that's Big Sue. I'm like, she's so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
But you have such this vibrant voice on the radio. So are people surprised?
They already know what I look like in their minds, before they see me. So I get, you're not big. And I'm like, thank you. But it's an old nickname that just kind of stuck with me. So. Yeah,
awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking with me, Big Sue. I'm a huge fan. I've always been a fan.
Thank you.
And I want to be like her when I grow up. Okay? Thank you so much. And that is all with Big Sue's. All right, we are here with the beautiful Miss Cynthia Bailey. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I am wonderful. So I wanted to ask, you have taken it upon yourself to pursue your dreams of modeling some 2 decades ago, and we all know how tough the modeling industry and the entertainment business is. So I wanted to know, as far as young children that are in smaller cities, what advice would you give to them to pursue their dreams, to build the success that you've obtained for yourself?
Okay, I think first of all, the parents need to do their research. When I started, we didn't have, we couldn't Google everything and, just find out information about, legitimate agencies and schools. So do your research. Some of the obvious big ones are probably the safer ones. There's such an education behind this business, and a lot of people get scammed or, end up spending all this money that they didn't have to simply because they didn't know anything about the business, and they ended up just dealing with people who weren't necessarily legitimate. I hear those stories every day when they come to my school, like, oh, we just paid $5,000 for this, that, and the other, and nothing really happened. And then at that point, I can't, you can't get your money back. So, that is the number one thing. Please do your research and, reach out to someone who is proven in the industry, like myself.
Awesome. Yes, you are.
You can Google me, that I really did this. So, I know a little something about the business.
Awesome. And you spoke of how you still have dreams yourself and how you are still continuing to dream.
Absolutely.
And I think that's beautiful.
Thank you.
So with that being said, where would you like to see your career 3 to 5 years from now? And, where would you like to just take your wonderful career?
Okay. I do continue to dream big. I got to where I am from dreaming big. And, it doesn't just end with one dream. I'm happy, I'm successful, but I'm still growing, I'm still evolving, and I want to do so many more things. I want to continue to stay on television, whether it's this show or my own show, a spin-off show. I also love accessories. I love fashion, so I have a whole accessories empire that I'm starting right now. I'm opening
excited.
with eyewear. Then I got hats coming, I got shoes coming, I got jewelry coming. So stay tuned for all of that. And, to find out more about that, just follow me on Twitter and Instagram, Cynthia Bailey 10. And getting back to the Bailey Agency, please go into the Bailey Agency School of Fashion.com for all of the great things that we have going on to, just get information and find out what's going on close to where you guys are. We're in Atlanta. I know you guys are in Mississippi. So sometimes you got to get on the road. If you don't have it here, you're going to have to go to it because it's not going to come to you.
Awesome, and you're very correct. And for my last question, you brought your beautiful daughter as well, who spoke about chasing her dreams. So, as a parent, what do you think is important to instill in a child? Are you one of those that press education, or do you genuinely encourage her to go for her dreams no matter what it is?
You know what? It's a combination of both. Noelle is 15 years old now, and she's made it clear that she wants to be in the entertainment industry. She sings, she acts. I came up in the entertainment industry. Her father is an actor, so he's a part of that industry as well. And she is a product of us. So with that said, we want to kind of steer her more toward working toward accomplishing those goals. Education is always important, but I am a believer in homeschooling. I'm a believer in doing whatever you need to do to do both. This industry is kind of a young industry, so the younger you start, the better. I can't speak for everybody's child, but I can speak for my own, and she has an amazing support system, and we are going to make sure that we have the right balance of education and ambition and, her being able to start conquering some of her goals.
Awesome. Thank you so much for speaking with me, Ms. Bailey. This is her. She's beautiful in person. I know we all see you on TV, but you are so beautiful in person.
Oh, thank you.
And
so are you.
It was such an honor to meet you, okay?
Thank you.
And that's all with Ms. Cynthia Bailey.
L3 Media is the Mid-South's premier videography and photography company. We specialize in capturing all of life's greatest moments. Whenever you need talented and professional service for your special events or business, L3 Media is the company for you. You can contact us at all of our social media sites. You can like us on Facebook, check out our website, follow us on Twitter, or always feel free to email us. We are L3 Media, your #1 source for all your videography and photography needs. Give us a call today.